Jeremy Oliver standing here in the fading light at Peccavi Estate in Western Australia's Margaret River region with Jeremy Muller, the property's owner, the brand's proprietor. And we are tasting really, Jeremy, your signature wine, which is the Cabernet, the Peccavi Cabernet. This vintage is 2019. And Jeremy, this is pretty well exclusively, or indeed exclusively, all from the modern releases. And
correct. So this is two different Bordeaux clones that we brought over, and to my knowledge, we're the first person or first vineyard in Australia to have those clones.
Yeah. So in other words, clones are always evolving. In Bordeaux, you get probably the most intense evolution of the Cabernet variety in the world, because the pressure is on. And Jeremy's got hold of this, and this wine is entirely them, the 19. This is something quite different from the early Peccavi Cabernets. It's got layers of perfume, depth, and the palate, it's instead of being the slightly chunkier, more textural, crunchy, mineral structures of the previous clones in your history, these tannins are now significantly finer, they're much more sophisticated. The wine itself is astonishing.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Right?
And Jeremy, you were just mentioning earlier that it's this hasn't gone unrecognised amongst some of the leading international wine shows. I don't take very many wine shows seriously. The ones I take most seriously are the wine shows where you've got highly credentialed international judges who don't have a bias towards region, and they're evaluating wine. And how's this gone?
Yeah, we've been very lucky.
No, luck's got nothing to do with Jeremy, honestly. In your case.
The 2018 Cabernet won the trophy for best Cabernet in the show, which therefore is their best in the world, and best red wine in Australia. So we've got 2 trophies. The 2019, this one, we again got 2 trophies, best Cabernet in the world and best red wine in Australia. And then the 2020, well, unfortunately, we only got 1. We just got the best Cabernet in the world. We didn't get the best red wine in Australia, that one.
Oh, okay.
But we came second. So no, it's going way beyond what we thought. It's incredible.
So in my context, I've been saying for well over a decade that the best Cabernet in Margaret River comes from this estate. And I'm totally convinced nothing has changed. In fact, while I've been saying that, Peccavi's wines have steadily been getting better, and this is the latest example on the market. You know, this is, to me, the greatest undiscovered secret in Australian red wine, and it's your Cabernet. And I'm not going to mention the price. Of course, we have it at Oliver's Wines, but go check it out against the wines you know that are famous from the Margaret River region, and I think you're going to get a very, very happy surprise. You'll be quite astonished, because this wine, as I say, is the #1 Cabernet with a track record. But I'm going to qualify that, because tomorrow, Jeremy, we are going to be looking at another Cabernet of yours,
Correct, yeah.
which is more expensive than this one, and it has a different story all of its own.
Which is tricky. How do you charge more when the other one does that?
This is something truly astonishing. It's an affordable classic in Australia, and I can only say congratulations, because this is something. It's taken an Englishman I met in Singapore to do something to Australian Cabernet that brings it back to this level, and well done, Jeremy.
Thank you, Jeremy.